So I was perusing through Instagram and I came through a certain scripture and I tapped on it. Now I wanted to know more about it. So me Habakkuk, it was Habakkuk 2 verse 3, and I'm gonna read it. Jew, I don't know it offhand. Um, so the Lord answered to me and said, "Write the vision and make it plain on the tablet, that he may run who reads it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time." So is the vision is yet for an appointed time. So there's an appointed time for that vision. But at the end, it will speak and it will not lie. So, that is pretty much self-explanatory. Though it tarries, wait for it, because it will surely come and it will not tarry. Kila mtu anafanyanga hivi. that's so yeah, so first of all, the way I read is I'm very inquisitive, I'm very curious. I start asking myself, so who is Habakkuk, and why was he why was he important during that time period? Well, Habakkuk means to embrace, and he came at a very difficult time for the tribe of Judah. They were facing, walikuwa na face a national crisis. So his role was to embrace others, but by embracing others, he alikuwa na encourage other people. So that that's the first thing for you to understand. And for me, when I read, this is the methodology natumia. Juu, whenever I stayed in the place yenye nilikuwa nasema, the church yenye nilikuwa naishi, juu we were we were immersed in the Bible. But the way we read the Bible, and I think this will do wonders for somebody out there, it's like don't read it from a perspective of like a storybook. I mean, it's a story, but it's true, inspired events, but also like the way it was written at a certain time period, and that's why you see like the parables that are used in the New Testament. They like the parables zenye Yesu alikuwa anatumia at that particular time period, there were things that those people will understand. You see, I mean, alitumia simplified the message to where those people during that time, they could listen and they could understand what he was talking about. Plus, lazima read the Old Testament and you understand the New Testament. Jesus was already in the Old Testament. There's so many foreshadowing of the promised Messiah, but was say they were looking for a different thing. But some of the Old Testament, like kuna so many foreshadowing, and these things really show that that he was to come. But yeah, so that is the main reason I read the way I read. You can read it from a perspective, yeah, I guess the Western perspective. You see the Western perspective, wamefanya Yesu akae white, but Yesu si white. He was a man from the Middle East. I don't believe Yesu alikuwa like mzungu. No. You if he was born in um, um, if he was a Hebrew, there's the way the Hebrew walikuwa nakaa, they had more of a darker complexion. But I think there has been a lot of westernization into religion, and so what wengi they think that, I mean, that's a lie I had to deconstruct in my mind, that Yesu si mzungu, he has a darker complexion. So yeah, so that's the scripture that came to my mind when I was scrolling um, through Instagram. But also, you can ask yourself, what does Tari mean? It's not just a word out there. But yeah, I hope maybe somebody can use that.